Hello and good morning, everybody. It is October the 17th, and I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend and had a wonderful week. I'm so happy to be here. I'm in my office today, so a little different location. You guys, if you see me on any live channels selling, this is usually where I film. Let me know if you prefer this location or the other location I did in my other stream. So that was my living room. So, yes, we had such a very exciting week this week, and I'm so happy to be here with you all. Uh, yeah, so let's see who is in the chat this morning. Good morning, Patrick Murphy. How are you doing, sir? I hope you had a wonderful week, and I hope you had a wonderful Friday. I actually I kind of mimicked you in some footage over the reseller rally, so I should be posting that soon. Uh, and I thought it was very fun. Patrick has, if you guys don't know Patrick Murphy, please go subscribe to him. He has a wonderful saying where he tells people to go into people's videos and like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment. So, yes. Good morning, Roy. Roy of Horizon Picks, wonderful guy. Got a chance to hang out with him over a few weeks ago or a month ago. I'm not really sure. So yeah, it was really fun. We went to the flea market. That footage will actually be coming out next week. So I have a whole video of us going to the flea market, and it's really fun. So how are you all doing today? Let me know, what exciting things happened this week for you. And yeah, if you're watching this on the replay, feel free to leave a comment about maybe some exciting events or news that you want. Oh, I see some more people are popping into the chat. JRKR, how are you doing today? Obviously, I haven't finished my coffee yet. I'm actually on the seltzer kick, so I'm back on the fizzy water kick. And then I will finish my coffee after this stream. So, good morning, all. How are you doing? So, just jumping into things, I wanted to kind of go over um, Perlini, hi, good morning. How are you? She is so sweet. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. I really appreciate you all being here. Yes, I see. Feel free to put me on in the background. You don't have to look at my face at all. Alrighty, so just a few channel updates. Nothing really new. Oh, I don't know why my email is on there. Let me remove that. 2 seconds. Boop. There, that's better. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, Jessie, hi, how are you? How are you doing today? I absolutely love everything you do on Instagram. And Nikki's here. Hi, Nikki, how are you doing? Oh, my dears. I hope you all enjoy the show. So yes, going on to some channel updates. So I had a few questions. I went to the reseller rally this past week, and I had a few people asking me about these specific live streams. If I'm going to maybe turn it into an auction live stream, or if it's just going to continue to be a chit chat or an interview. I think that I'm going to keep these live streams strictly to maybe like an hour or under an hour in length, and I'm going to just be chit-chatting with you all. I will bring on some guests eventually down the line, but I kind of just wanted to see how things go, like it's I love to talk about what's going on in the world, and if you want to just hear me talk, here I am. So All right. So moving on, those are the channel updates. Nothing really new. Still doing the live streams on one week and videos on the next until I get a little more comfortable with editing, because editing takes a very long time for me since I'm still new at it. You know, perfectionist, I'm sure you all understand. Done is better than perfect. So, yes. All right. So, let's talk about the reseller rally. So, um, the reseller rally happened in Greenville, South Carolina this week and was hosted by Dante of Prison to Profit and Katie. So had a wonderful time. It was on Wednesday, and I actually left on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. from Florida. So I had a 10-hour drive to do in, I think it was like 15 hours. Needless to say, I was driving a little too fast and whatnot. But so I went in expecting, you know, not having any expectations, you know, and when it's like a new event or somebody putting on something, I try not to assume anything before I go. And I was so pleasantly surprised. Everybody was so sweet. I met tons and tons of people, and I got to talk to some people here. And yeah, it was just, I had a blast. And I don't want to mention everybody by names for fear of me missing somebody. So please forgive me. If I met you this past week, I had so much fun. You all had, like, you all are amazing. And I had a wonderful time meeting all of you. Oh, there she is. Hi, Glamis. How are you doing, my dear? Yes. So, oh, I accidentally clicked you off. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, Glamas. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. So, I wanted to let you all know what I did during the reseller rally. So, um, needless to say, I'm a little bit of a cheapskate, a little bit of a cheapskate. But and I was looking for accommodations for the reseller rally, and hotels were kind of expensive. And I'm the kind of person, I don't mind roughing it a little bit. So I decided to car camp the whole time I was there, sleeping in my car. I know that it's not for everybody, for sure. Absolutely. But I wanted to give you guys a little preview of kind of my setup in my car and how I car camp. So I have this little video for you all to show you how I do things. All right, here we go.
All right, friends, it's messy, but I wanted to give you a quick car tour of what I'm working with. So I have my bed. It's really comfy, and I've got my Peep. I've got my car window covers. These are just poster boards, and I painted one side black. Got my front one. It's Fallout related, you know, I got a nerd. Got my inverter here, my Ryobi inverter for charging my phone. I've got my extra battery here for my other item that I use, which is this Ryobi fan. Super handy if you guys ever car camp. So got my stuff here, and then I know it looks janky, but this is actually a string of lights. It's really handy in the middle of the night. You just flip these on, and it actually lights up the car very nicely.
Yeah, so that was my setup for the whole, what is it, 3 days? I slept 2 days. 2 days. I slept in it twice, actually 3 times. No, twice. You all can see how exhausted I am. And it wasn't the car situation, it was the driving. The driving takes a lot out of me. Yes, Pearl Nini, I crocheted that like kind of fall colored blanket you see. Yes, I I did it. And I love my Peep So how I didn't have to go to the bathroom because I always made sure to go to the bathroom prior to me setting up for the night and not to drink a lot of liquids. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really enjoy sleeping in my car. It's kind of comforting, and I'm a little bit on the shorter side, so it works out well. I'm like the perfect size for sleeping in my car. So, oh yes, I made it. Thank you, Glam. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm so sorry. I saw Glamma's right above you. My dyslexia went crazy a little bit. Yes, I did uh, rest for a little bit in a cutie parking lot. QT. But I actually, funny enough, I spent so originally my plan was to get a campground spot, but unfortunately, I had not planned ahead very much, and I had been out a little too late for the rally, so I could not reserve a campground spot that night. So I was like, "Oh well, I guess I'm sleeping in a hotel parking lot tonight," and I did, and it was awesome. What kind of yarn did I use? It was the kind of like chunky, fuzzy kind. Just like a polyester. It was cheap. I think it was all on clearance. So, yes, all the money. You know me so well. It's kind of scary. Yes, absolutely. Jen, how are you doing, my dear? Yes, like I absolutely try to save money, and spend it on thrifting. Oh my goodness. So, yes, I think it is brunette. I think so. I think that's what it's called. I'm not really sure. I'm a terrible crochetist. I like feeling the yarn and then I can make it. And it took me a very long time to make that. I'm sure anybody, I'm a jack of all trades. I ADD. So oh, so I don't really know too much about yarn and crocheting, but I do occasionally do it with the big needles or the big loop turners. Carol Ann, how are you, dear? Aw. Thank you so much. You are so sweet. Um, so for the reseller rally, what the schedule was is it started at 3 p.m. and we all kind of we went to this place called Spare Time, which is kind of like a Dave and Buster's, but I thought it was really cool because they had bowling alleys. So we had bowling alleys and we all got to bowl. And Dante was kind enough to award prizes to people who had the highest score, or he randomly shouted out once, he was like, the next person to get a strike gets an envelope. And in the envelopes he was giving out had cash in it. So some envelopes had like higher denominations, such as hundreds and fifties. Some had $1 in it. So yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you did. I love sleepaway camp too. I I do love staying in my car. It is just an absolute so much fun to do. And if you haven't done it, try it once. It's very liberating to just climb in your back and go to sleep. So yeah, so he had these envelopes full of cash. It could be $1, it could be like 100. So he would give some out during the event for like bowling and whatnot. And it was a mix and mingle event. There was also food there. There was pizza, and I definitely ate too much pizza. and there was a little sippy sip, little drinky too, and got to, cheers and salute to with some of my favorite reseller people. So it was really fun. And then around, oh my gosh, I think it was around like 5:30. It was time to go to the Amazon bin store. So, and we went to the store called Palmetto Deals in Greenville, South Carolina, I think. It was still in the city limits, I think. Don't quote me on that. But so, and it was like a mad rush because you wanted to be in the line first. It's always a whole bunch of resellers like yammering to get into the Amazon bins to get the first dibs on stuff. Did I win? Yes, actually, I won some envelopes and they were at the bins because, I was like, I'm Floridian. I can drive fast. So, and I had what, 10 hours of practice beforehand. And I was like, let's go. So we jumped in the car and I was third in line. Third in line. And as soon as the doors opened, I rushed in and was digging and digging and digging. And I found 2 envelopes in the bins. So, oh, good morning, Angelo. How are you doing? It's a bit early for vodka. It's not, but I wish it was. It is seltzer, and actually, I'm going to talk about it too in my things that I'm into, right, a little bit later. Veronica Midkate, how are you doing, my dear? I hope you had a wonderful week and are having a wonderful weekend. If I can talk, I apologize. So I found 2 envelopes in the bins, and I actually got $51. One had a $50 bill in it, one had $8 bill in it. So I was like, okay, that's my budget for the bins. It was $5 day at the bins, and I spent $50. I know I'm on a thrifting ban until my birthday, which is in 3 weeks. But I was on vacation, let's just say that. So I gave myself a little bit of a break because I did also go thrifting the next day with Paul, Philly Flipper. Wonderful, wonderful gentleman. It was so much fun hanging out with him. So, yes. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my voice. I'm so sorry. Also, in the Amazon bins, there were these little green stickers on items, and those items were free. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Yes. Oh my gosh, why am I losing my voice? Can you tell I've been talking a lot this week? I think the during the pandemic, I didn't really talk at all, and yeah, okay. You're going to go woo. Bye. Okay. Yay. Guys, we made it. We had our first troll in the chat. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you guys are, wow, that was so much fun. So if you guys are wrenched, feel free. If you see a troll in the chat, feel free to let me give a few wrenches out to people so we can Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm flattered. I'm really flattered. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry. No, let's not let people like that derail our fun, right? Only 9 inches. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. Back to the reseller rally. So if there was a green, I always enjoy trolls. If there was a green sticker on any of the items in the bin, it was basically free. And so there was a waffle maker that a lovely somebody handed over to me because they didn't want to take it home with them, and I appreciate it so much. So I got a waffle maker that had a green sticker on it. It was I sorry guys, I'm a little a little flustered with StreamYard today, so if I seem that way, trying to play it cool, trying to play it cool. All right. So yeah, the Amazon bins were wonderful. I found mostly stuff for personal use, so that oh, Carol Ann, you're so sweet. Um, Mostly stuff for personal use. I got some like leggings and a projector. The projector I'm going to use for Halloween. Some other things. I found a Google Home. Yeah, I'll do a big I'll probably do it on Instagram, a little haul video, maybe a reel, and yeah, show you guys what I got. All right. So that was the reseller rally. Yes. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. And the next day, well, we all kind of went back to Spare Time for an after party, and that was really fun. So we got to drink and chit chat the night away, and I met even more people. And I really appreciate everybody who was there and who were really super sweet. I had a wonderful time, and thank you so much, Dante, for hosting this. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but thank you, Dante, for hosting it. I know you were a little nervous trying to put it on, but it went off without a hitch. And if there's another one, try to make it. It's a great networking event. So, anyways, moving on right along. Here we go. So let's talk about some new things that I picked up. I always got to talk about my Pyrex, and I have a few new pieces. So let's go into the new segment, and it has nothing to do with that troll or what he was saying, but yeah, my.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to make more videos for each segment within my live streams. So, my new booty, it's mostly going to be Pyrex because I get really stinking excited when I find new Pyrex. And actually, one of my best friends, Andrea, found the Pyrex for me this weekend. Yes, I knew you guys would love that. So, here's the lovely piece that is now in my collection. Thank you. I'm a treasure hunter, treasures noir, pirate. Booty kind of relates to it. So this is my lovely new piece of Pyrex. It's called Trailing Flowers, and it was a 1980s promotional piece. And basically, this piece was the first in the hospitality collection. Now, there was also a second piece released in the same size and whatnot, and that one is a little bit more desirable than this one. And the pattern colors are actually reversed in that one. So it has the kind of rust color as the main color, and the kind of cream color is the flowers. So again, promotional casserole, 1980s. This was the pattern that is called Trailing Flowers. And she picked this piece up for $4.99 at our thrift store. And it's so cute. I love it. So originally this piece also came with a quilted like cozy that went with it. So if you are able to find the piece with its cozy or like pot holder, it's more desirable. So something that I would like to do, let me see if I can actually do this. Bear with me. Here we go. We're gonna try doing this. I wanted to jump over into eBay and show you guys some sold comps on these pieces. So as we can see here, this is the more desirable piece. I don't even know if you can see my mouse or not. This is the more desirable piece, and this is the piece that usually goes for a little bit more money. So the rust colored one with the cream flowers. And then, yeah, we can take a look at some sold comps here. I hope you all enjoy this. Let me know, please, if I should continue to do this with Pyrex pieces. Yeah, so these are kind of what I have here. And yeah, oh, so this is the cozy casserole carrier that came with the piece. And as you can see, the price skyrockets. Well, not really skyrockets, but it's definitely more desirable with the kind of the whole shebang for sure. So, all right, let me jump back over. Yeah, so if you guys want to know a little bit more about Pyrex and all those other fun stuff, I'd suggest going to the Corning Museum of Glass's website, and they have a wonderful catalog of Pyrex patterns and fun information. I'll put this in the description later, but if you want to save it real quick, go ahead and just take a picture of my face with this link. With your phone. Oh, I'm weird. So yes, Corning Museum, great resource for Pyrex patterns and libraries. So, boom. So, I don't have just one piece of Pyrex today. I have two. So, I have a really unique piece of Pyrex to show you all. So Pyrex, a lot of people who resell and are into reselling Pyrex and vintage cookware, they kind of miss over Pyrex's other kind of random items. And the thrift store also does the same thing. So be on the lookout for unique Pyrex pieces, such as they're drink carafes. So it's definitely, if you kind of know your stuff about Pyrex, you can spot these from a mile away. And it's also, oh my gosh, this is going to be so difficult to show, but you can see it says, nope, that's the same color as my skin. You can see that it says Pyrex right there. There we go. Bang. Yes. So these are the drink carafes, and depending on the pattern, they are pretty desirable, especially if you can get the drink carafe patterns that match your casserole dishes and whatnot. They're pretty desirable, and they're usually priced pretty cheap. Like this one here. This one was priced $2.99. And actually, I don't know if, let me see if I can show you guys the pattern on this. So this one has little men on it, and they're protesting with picket signs that say different kind of beverages. So we have orange juice, we have lemon, like lemonade, grape for grape juice, and iced tea. So this was a 1960s pattern. I've done a little bit of research on it, and I can't find the name of it, but I'm sure it has to, maybe it's a commentary on the protests that were done in the 60s. So very cool, very, very cool piece. And actually, this is the bigger size. So I kind of take a look at, I don't have worth points, so I can't show history of the sales, but I kind of went over to eBay. Let me see if I can get you guys back over there with me again. Let's head on over. I'm not an expert. Here we go. So this was the one that I saw that had sold, and it sold with a best offer here. Obviously, I don't know how much it sold for, but this is actually the smaller version of the craft. And it's a little bit of a worse for wear than the one I have. So this one I have is a 48 ounces, and this one was a 62. Yeah, so fun, isn't it? So let me see if I can show you those ounce marks again. Why am I so terrible at this? There we go. 48 ounces on there. So I know, I love the little guys. They're like protesting, like, give us juice or give us, I don't know, death. No. So with these guys, you want to also be very careful with the thrift store and packing tape. So gold lays on glassware. They put packing tape on them to hold like the jar in place. You have to be really careful in taking it off. And I find that running it under hot water and just very gently kind of peeling it off is kind of the way to go. Yeah, so I haven't done it on this guy yet, but I plan to do that soon because that piece is going to stay in my collection probably for a little bit. So Pyrex, yes, we love it. Pyrex is wonderful. It's wonderful to resell. It is a great little resource. And I think that if you guys look out for the odd things, such as drink wraps, and I mean, even there's napkin rings. I can show you guys some of napkin rings maybe next show that I picked up that are really cool. They're, you know, the odd pieces are really what you want to be on the lookout for. And if you find some, let me know. All right. Moving right along. So that was my new booty for the week. I still haven't unpacked my car. I've got tons of stuff. We went to the bins. So I picked up some wonderful vintage pieces. I do have a reel on my Instagram, or no, I do have a reel on my TikTok. I have a video on my TikTok showing a little mini haul from that. All right. So what am I into this week? So I'm sure you all can see that I am drinking not vodka, but I absolutely love this seltzer from Walmart, Mandarin Orange. It's so tasty. So yes, there's a little thing. I think it's just their generic brand. It's delicious. If you like fizzy water, fizzy flavored water, A+, would recommend. Now, I talked about a candle last week that I'm into, and here's another one. Same one from Aldi, Huntington Home. This is a pumpkin ginger snap. Amazing. It's not that sweet, nasty pumpkin smell, so love it. It's fantastic. The throw on the candle is amazing. And if you guys don't know what a throw is for a candle, it's like the scent that spreads out from the candle. So if you love candles, highly suggest it. So those are kind of the things I'm into this week. Just really wanted to touch base on those. So let's talk pop culture news. So there has been quite a few things that have happened in pop culture news as of late, and some wonderful things happening when it comes to like TikTok trends and Instagram trends is a show. Really, I want to highlight a show. The Squid Games on Netflix is one of the largest shows right now in the world. I think it's like number one in 90 countries like 90 plus countries. So it is kind of, I haven't personally seen it myself, but it's on my watch list. It is kind of a mix between, from what I understand, Hunger Games and like Battle Royale. So if you like that kind of genre show, I'd highly suggest checking it out. Everybody is trending this right now, and it's everybody's making reels and Instagram. I feel like it's going to be a really big part of Halloween this year, and the costumes, I think people are going to rush to make them for Halloween. So if you're looking to get a quick costume out that is super trendy, I think people would like it. So that's just a little tidbit of yeah. So other things that came out recently, I think it's last night, the new Batman trailer dropped with Robert Pattinson. So cool because I love the Riddler and he kind of like makes a sneaky appearance, but I don't know. Unpopular opinion, I kind of think Jim Carrey was the best Riddler. And I know I'll probably lose viewers or unsubscribers. Oh, what was the name of the show? It was the Squid Games. The Squid Game or the Squid Games. It is on Netflix. I believe it is a Korean show. So, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I heard it is pretty violent too. So yeah, it goes along with those the other two I mentioned, kind of like the Battle Royale and the Hunger Games. I think the Hunger Games was a little more died down when it came to the violence, but Battle Royale is a Japanese anime turned live action movie that is very similar. And the concept of that was like it's been such a long time since I've seen it, but it is like a classroom gets randomly chosen to participate in a kind of like killing game, and whoever is the last to survive wins. So, yes. Tommy Lee Jones was terrible, but yes, I think Jim Carrey is the best Riddler. I don't know. I just thought he was, maybe it was just me, baby millennial grown up, and yeah, I thought Jim Carrey was amazing. I mean, I love him in everything he does everything he does. Yes, so I'm excited to see the new Batman. And yes, also announced kind of in the superhero sphere is that Agatha is getting a spin-off. So if you are a fan of WandaVision, so excited because Agatha was my girl. She was a great like anti-villain. She was not necessarily a villain in the show, but she is getting a spin-off show that we don't really know too much about. Very excited for that. It was Agatha the whole time. So yeah, definitely check out WandaVision and Agatha, my girl. So very excited. In video game news, Animal Crossing is coming back, and well, it never really went away, but the huge update is coming on my birthday, November 5th. So yes, my birthday is Guy Fawkes Day. Remember the 5th of November. So if you're a V for Vendetta fan, you'll know that. Or if you just love Guy Fawkes, you'll know that too. But yeah, Agatha, I love her so much. I definitely thought about being her for Halloween this year. She is my main squeeze when it comes to that show. So, I mean, that's really a lot of like pop culture news that I've seen. I know there's tons more, but like there's also some beauty news too. Oh, Glamis. Oh, sorry, Glamis. Oh, yeah, almost twins, just a few days shy. Um, aw, oh, that's fun. I love being kind of close to Thanksgiving. I get to like pretend pig out on my birthday month. Yes, yes. I thought about doing her like black and white version, I thought it might be a little fun, I don't know, maybe on Roy's show Friday at 10 p.m. So check out Horizon Pig Show, 10 p.m. on Fridays. I'm doing looks and costumes every Friday. So I don't know. It might happen. It might happen. Oh. Yes. Yes, we are the good Scorpios for sure. So she wants turkey cake. That's fun. I like it, like a cake shaped like a turkey. That would be fun. I've seen that done. It's very cool. All right. So let's talk about some reseller trends when it comes to clothing and like fashion trends. I don't know. What if tell me in the comments, the people here hanging out, if you are a clothing reseller or you sell clothing, what have you been seeing selling? For me, it's like anything 1970s. 70s are back and in full force. I think bell bottoms are going to be, or have been big for a little bit, and like floral prints. So, oh, nice. Oh. Oh, bye, Jen. I'll see you later. Yes. Oh, really? Oh, very fun. What kind do you like to collect? It is kind of true. I feel like a lot of people are being very cheap too, and that's maybe it's a sign of the times, and maybe it's people just wanting a good deal. Uh, yes, vintage patchwork is coming back, absolutely, especially when it comes to the night, like the grandma floral, which I'll talk about in a minute. So anything like granny floral, like you'll see in your grandma's closet. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Crochet is a big thing, 1970s style. Also, shoulder pads too are a big thing. That's kind of like coming in. But oh, I hear you. Yeah. My yeah, that was something. My sales have kind of gone down a lot for sure. Yes. Granny core, absolutely. So this is kind of something shoulder pads, absolutely. So this is something that I did want to talk about. Alt style or alternative style is a term used for any style that is kind of against the mainstream. So which is kind of a great keyword you can put into your description. Alt style, or like any of the cores, like if you hear like cottage core, night core, goblin core, it's all aesthetic based. So I think that people are still riding high on that trend of finding their specific aesthetic and going with it. So yeah, I think alt style is here to stay, and it will stay for a very long time. Oh, granny. Yeah. Yes, granny core is a great word to add to listing. Any kind of core, if you just go on Pinterest and kind of look at alternative style or like core style, so it'll lady of the evening core. Patrick. is Oh, Miss Ella, how are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful week. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming. Yes, yes, absolutely. So, goth and like scene kid style is still here. People are still loving it. People still love the e-girl and the kind of um, I think it's called like classic emo or something. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but people are saying, like the goth and the emo stage and the like the scene kid stage that I grew up in, it's back and people like love it to hear that you've lived through that time. I know. I know. Yes. So the boho style has, yeah, it's it kind of went up and now I think it's back. The boho style, a lot of people are going into this Western style, boho style. I don't know the exact term for it, but a lot of people really have taken the boho style and made it a little more Western wear. And I noticed that a lot of my Western wear stuff has been getting a lot of attention too. So, oh yeah, steampunk for sure. Always kind of around Halloween, steampunk comes back into style. People really love it, you know. Soft girl is a thing. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. There I know there's soft girl. I think there's hard girl too. And it's sweet. Like lots of sweet stuff. Again, Pinterest is your best friend when it comes to learning um alternative style trends and fashion trends. And Patrick, oh my goodness. Yes, Southwestern is back in with a boho flair. So, yes, vintage leather always sells great. So yeah, a lot of people are realizing that the kind of vintage leathers and whatnot are, um, I mean, it, I understand vegan practices and people don't want vegan, but also um, alternative leather vegan is plastic. And a lot of people who are a little more environmentally conscious will go for something vintage leather over new leather. Oh, yes. So jeans, flannel, leather, hippie, yeah, hippie colors, kind of earth tones. And actually, you brought up jeans, which is kind of going into my next big trend. And guys, raw denim is back. So if you don't know the difference between raw denim and regular denim or like processed denim, it's raw denim is basically the purest form of denim that comes off the line. So when people jeans nowadays are distressed and they're washed to get the broken in look. So up until when jeans were first produced, up until the 1970s, like all of the jeans were raw denim. So these jeans were like darker in color, and you would break them in and kind of like shrink them yourselves so that they fit right to you. And also, it was kind of, you know, whatever you like if you consistently put something in your pocket, it will show like a little outline of the thing that you put in your pocket. So raw denim is fantastic and it's here. So we're kind of reverting to pre 1970s, and a lot of higher end denim is going back to the raw denim. Yes. It starts off really stiff because it's literally comes off the line and gets made into jeans. So, the indigo will rub off a little bit, and then you can yeah, the tag usually will say raw denim in it. So, yes, the raw denim jeans, sustainability is also a big trend within the fashion community right now. And raw denim is kind of like these jeans will last you for years and years and years. And then they'll be broken into you exactly. So it's kind of like they're playing it like a lot of the higher end jean makers are like these are the jeans that you can buy and just wear forever, but I mean, we know current trends and whatnot, they come and go. So I hope that it isn't just like a flash in the pan when it comes to the raw denim because you know, I would love a pair. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes. Yes. So, yes, absolutely. So it's not washed to death. There's no holes or anything in it when it comes to the jeans. You know, it's all basically breaking in your own jeans. So yeah, if you guys want to do a little bit of research on raw denim, you can kind of just don't Google what Patrick tells you to Google. Don't do it. Um, so just Google raw denim and like the differences between um, raw denim and pre-washed denim. It's a canvas fabric. Yep. Yes. Absolutely. So it was um, with the raw denim too, like a lot of it is the indigo dye will rub off over time. So your jeans will look broken in probably like over time. They say not to really wash your raw denim, to put it in the freezer, which is a big thing. So, but yeah, do some research on it. The trend is like coming back. I think it's showing up in smaller high end brands for sure. Um, yeah, they're just really sturdy and really stable. So, okay, moving on. So we talked about raw denim. We talked about the grandma trends and fun stuff. We talked about the 1970s and like bell bottoms are in. So like, how fun would it be to have raw denim bell bottoms? It'd be so fun. I would love a pair. Hi Harry, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Yes, I feel you on that. Yeah, Glamma, thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So they're definitely designed to like a one and done jean to, to have for years and years and days and, you know, sustainability, like, yeah, is full force. Yeah, I love bell bottoms. I thought about doing a little bit more of a 1970s look. I think my hair is a little more suited for the big, you know, Farrah Fawcett curls. So, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. I do also want a pair. I did have, I kind of was a little bit, I had a little bit, they're not, bell bottoms, but I definitely had a pair of like the 90s skater pants that were like a mile wide at the bottom. Janko jeans. They weren't Jankos. I couldn't afford Jankos, but they were actually silver. They were silver pants, the huge bottom, like gothy. So, all right. So let's talk about. I have my notes here, so I'm looking at there. So something also to this is more of a beauty trend, so makeup related, and I'll be brief with it too. So recently, Huda Beauty is in a class action lawsuit when it comes to their pressed pigment, specifically their neon palette. And this is because you hear a lot of beauty influencers when it's coming to like palettes and whatnot. And this is important for resellers too. If you resell makeup, to make sure that you disclose pressed pigments. Well, why they say it's like pressed pigments is because some of the ingredients used within these makeup are not FDA approved yet. So some of the colors, I believe mostly reds, there are some yellows, and I think there's some greens too, but most of these are not approved by the FDA yet. So that's why they call it pressed pigments instead of eyeshadows. And currently, Huda Beauty was in a lawsuit for that because they didn't really disclose this information to the public. And actually, it was pretty shady. Yes, yikes, for sure. Um, Yes, we do. I'm not going to be a drama channel, but I think this is important for resellers who sell makeup to know that if you see on an eyeshadow palette that there is a warning saying not for eye use, that means it's pressed pigments. I know. Fun. Fun, right? Drama, drama, drama. No, it's not drama. So basically, within their palette that Huda Beauty produced, they said they had the warning on it. But guess what? It was on the back underneath one of the labels. So you literally had to like peel off the label from the palette to see the not safe for eye use warning on the palette. And they got in trouble, needless to say. So, so just a little tip about when it comes to that. If you are selling eyeshadows as a reseller and you have that warning on it, make sure you clearly photograph that warning and provide information about it. Yes, yes, I know. I know. Yes. It is, yeah. Coca-Cola jeans. Oh, that's very fun. I actually picked up a pair of Pepsi jeans recently. I have to put up. Yes, please let Vera know. We wouldn't want Vera getting in trouble for for anything like that. Oh, yes, I would absolutely too. Recalled? They're not recalled. So the company has issued a refund. So you can go, if you had these makeup palettes, you can go on and claim that you have the makeup palettes. And I think you have to provide proof. And I think it was like $87 per household. So so go over to Huda Beauty. I'm sure they posted it somewhere non-discreet. I don't want to assume anything, but yes, they have offered refunds to anybody who has the neon palettes specifically. So it was the neon palettes with the pressed pigments. I think it was a yellow tone that was in one of the palettes that was used. And yeah, again, they hid the wording like underneath the label on the back of the palette. So you literally had to like peel off to see the warning. They were Huda Beauty palettes that had the warning on it. A lot of Morphe palettes do have pressed pigments in them, but they all clearly have the not safe for use on eyes. And it's only because those pigments are currently approved in Europe, but they are not here in United States. So if you guys want to do some more research on it, yeah, feel free to to do a little bit more research. This is just hearsay from me, so not a professional news person. Opinions, my current opinions on the situation. I just know all about this, and I'm educating myself. I always encourage you all to do your own research when it comes to that. I'm just educating myself on the terminology used in beauty products because a lot of it, like the clean beauty, that term is not regulated. So, I could say like something is clean when it, really isn't. So it was the whole like organic thing kind of moving forward, but they regulated that more. But anyways, enough of that. So I wanted to touch on kind of I know we had a big discussion about raw denim, and I love hearing about historical stuff, So I wanted to bring you guys a little share of our community, which I find is really fun. It's not really within the reselling community, but it's actually a podcast that I wanted to let you guys know about. And it's kind of a fun listen for when you're posting stuff or when you're doing anything. So let me see if I can share my screen again. Sharing the screen, sharing the screen. So this is the podcast that I recently got, well, I've been into since about a year ago, Business Wars. And basically, it's from Wondery, the Wondery Network, which is a great network of podcasts. And each week they do episodes where two major companies kind of go head to head, and it's like a face off. So it's a face off on business practices and whatnot. So, and the specific one that I really enjoyed was Levi's versus Wrangler. I think it was Jean Wars. And I got to learn all about the raw denim and kind of the evolution of jeans, from when they were kind of for bad boys in the 1950s and 60s. Jeans were banned because you were a terrible person if you wore them. And then how it evolved into like high fashion, and it was kind of meant for like the common folk. Moving forward, so great podcast, Business Wars. I believe I recently listened to. They had one about the two record labels. I think Death Row Records and Bad Boy Record. Bad Boy. Please don't quote me on these. But it was Biggie and Tupac, and they talked about all of their kind of their history with the record labels and how the two record labels were kind of facing off and how they have moved forward today. And what's great about all these episodes is all the episodes they do a chunk of. So it's like usually a 6 or 7 part series. And then at the end of it, it's like a live chat with a industry expert talking about where these companies are today. So highly suggest it if you guys. Patrick, no, it's not. Just kidding. Yes, great podcast. So if you guys love it, highly suggest it. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. James Dean, heartthrob. Yeah, it was big, like the bad boy thing to do. So, all right, everybody, we are over an hour, so I want to keep these shows short, to the point. I appreciate you all coming in. We got our first troll of the show, which is fantastic. So I'm very excited for it. I hope you all too, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. Again, thank you so much for coming. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I am a little behind on doing things, but I hope to catch up today. Today is my admin day. So, and this is kind of a little reminder to all the resellers and wonderful people out there. If you are not caught up on your admin work, take some time out today to catch up. So I know I always need that kick in the pants. So here's yours. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope to see you next time. All right. Have a wonderful weekend and rest of the week, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Thank you so much. I love you all, and have a good night.